Feels like China's stealing for a fight, though, are they not?
Well, China makes its own decisions. Australia will act in its best interest.
But with what it's doing and what it's saying, in the ocean, in the sea, with its threats to Taiwan, it feels like it's getting ready for a fight. Do you agree or not?
Well, we want to maintain peace and stability within the region.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. But what's China doing? What are your thoughts on what they're doing?
Well, there's no doubt that there's been an increased build-up of China's military capabilities, particularly over the last decade. But we want to maintain peace and security and the status quo within the region. And that's what the international operations that Australia is a part of are all about: maintaining the rule of law, maintaining freedom of navigation, particularly in the South China Sea, and ensuring that we can maintain that peace and stability into the future.
But maintaining that rule of law, if China makes a move on Taiwan, do we go in as well?
Well, we've said we want to see the status quo maintained in terms of the position of Taiwan, and I think that that's a position that not only Australia holds, but our allies within the region, particularly Japan, South Korea, the United States, New Zealand, and other nations in the Southeast Asia region. We want to see peace and stability maintained through the status quo.
Okay. Meanwhile, we've got this report out this morning from ASPI. Its budget analysis shows that if conflict were to happen in our north, your government's defence plans will not improve our military capabilities for at least a decade. And the expectation is that there may well be war well before then. So is ASPI right?
It's simply not true, this claim. If you look at the recent announcement of our National Defence Strategy, what we're doing is over the course of the next 4 years, we're investing an additional $5.7 billion. So I'll tell you some of the capability that comes online in the next 4 years. 20 new C-130 aircraft. We're investing in long-range strike capability through the guided weapons explosive ordnance. So we acquire Tomahawk missiles and the ability to manufacture them here in Australia. The HIMARS, the High Mobility Aerial Rocket System, that comes online in the next 4 years. We're investing in the Redback Infantry Fighting Vehicle, 129 of those. They come online from 2027. Red Spice, the program aimed at ensuring that we improve our cyber capability so we get data to the warfighter in a safer and quicker manner. And we've got 760 drones in the arsenal of the Australian Defence Force. So these claims are simply not true. We've got a lot of capability that comes online in the next 4 years because the government's making those investments.
Right. Just a switch of topics here, Matt. While I've got you, 2.6 million Australians are in line for a pay rise in the next couple of hours when the Fair Work Commission hands down its decision on the minimum wage. How much is too much here?
Well, our submission says that we want Australian workers' wages to keep moving forward. For the first time in the last couple of decades, Pete, we've got real wages increasing in Australia, which means that Australians' incomes are increasing at a greater rate than cost of living. And that's really important in a tight market at the moment.
Could too much hurt inflation though, Matt? Could too much hurt inflation today?
The data indicates that it's not. When we came to government, inflation was in the 7s. It's now down into the 3.5 range. So the data indicates that we've had real wages increasing, but inflation has been moderating. Now, we know we've got more work to do, but the economic management that we're undertaking of ensuring that real incomes are increasing and inflation moderating is the right way to go.
Okay.